Hi, my name is Enrica. What I hope to do with this is make a video diary and possibly put this on YouTube. Um, Hopefully people that have gone through or are thinking of going through bariatric surgery can look at this maybe and get some kind of help or even ask questions. I'm 35, I'm a teacher, and I live in Texas. And on December 27th, which was about a week ago, I had the gastric sleeve procedure. And how it started was back, I guess, at the beginning of summer, possibly May. My doctor had been talking to me. I go to see a pulmonologist for asthma, and he had been really trying to get me to lose weight, and of course I was trying as well, and I just couldn't seem to do it. I was really trying, and I maybe lost 2, 3 pounds. So my doctor talked to me and said, you really do need to take this seriously and start thinking of other options. And I told him it's not from lack of taking it seriously or even trying. But I walked away from that appointment very angry, very upset, very offended. Then I spent the summer thinking it over and really thinking what it could mean for me. It was not at all an easy decision to make. But little by little, I guess I came to terms with it, and I started to agree with the philosophy that, if it's going to help with my health, then it's worthwhile. It's not due to vanity. It's not because I want to look like a supermodel or be a stick figure. It really is for health reasons. So anyway, in August, I started getting serious. I went to different seminars and education classes, and I found a place that I really liked because they had a good balanced team of doctors and nurses and dietitians and even a physiologist that you can work with at a gym that's located inside one of the hospital branches. And so I just thought it was a really great, thing. I felt comfortable. And since then, I started working slowly on my diet. I tried to work some things out, started prepare myself for what my diet would be after surgery. One of the things that I also had to do was close to the surgery, I had to go on a liquid diet for 2 weeks before surgery. So that was to prepare myself by losing weight, to help them to reduce comorbidities. That way it would be easier. Their visual field would be improved if my stomach was shrunk and it wasn't so close to my liver and other organs. And I have to say, it wasn't a difficult thing to go through. It was just a very long period. One thing that you go through when you go through an extended period of being on a liquid diet, um, it just makes you lose any craving you have for sweets, and it makes you really crave anything salty or savory. The protein and fiber drink that I was on at the time was chocolate flavored, and they had me on about a 700 to 900 calorie diet a day. And I can tell you that it wasn't difficult to function on that. I was working, I was going to the gym, doing all those things, and I didn't have that hard of a time with it. I wasn't thrilled, I definitely wasn't psyched, but, I'd just had my Thanksgiving vacation. I went to Vegas, and I really got a lot of those food cravings out of my system. But anyway, I went through that period, and I, I think there were definitely times that I was scared about my decision, and I cried. I mean, there were periods where, when I just had found out when my surgery was scheduled, I would cry, and I would just, assume the worst. And that was a really hard time because I knew I still was going to do it. I knew I had to do it. I knew that, for my health, it was kind of like the point of no return. There wasn't any going back and just going back to my lifestyle. So yeah, I really had a hard time. I really floundered with it. I had some supportive people in my life that really helped me with that period, though. But there were also some hard difficulties with it. Sometimes people give their opinion. really unsolicited, and sometimes it's great. I'm sure it's well-intentioned. Sometimes it's not so great. One of the worst things I think that I heard when I told people about, or someone about my surgery, a coworker, she said, "So what, you just don't know what you need to do to lose weight? You just can't figure out how to diet and exercise?" And really, that is furthest from the truth, because I really don't feel that I have the worst, most horrible eating habits. I do eat out a lot. I do have problems with portion control, but I also eat some pretty healthy foods. I just, my weight is out of control, and once it's out of control, it's really hard to get back to that point where you're in control again. So yeah, I definitely think that this isn't a decision that's the easy way out, and I think that's how some people do see it. And it's a shame, because this takes a lot more strength and dedication and fortitude than a lot of people would give some credit for. And I guess the only thing that I can say is that if you're going through this and you are about to make that decision, then you really have to just be confident and comfortable in your decision, and take everybody's advice and comments with a grain of salt. As I said, some people are trying to help. I definitely talked to a lot of people, who had gone through the surgery or were about to go through the surgery. And one thing I noticed was that, everyone was excited and happy for you, but when they heard what type of surgery I was going to go through, they wanted to convince me to kind of go to their side, to choose their surgery, which, it's great for them, but it wasn't for me. So I just kind of had to smile and, kind of forge ahead. Let's see. So yeah, having just to drink sweet drinks like those chocolatey, vanilla-y, sugar-free protein drinks, that was really difficult. The vitamins, I started chewable vitamins. All of them, of course, are sweet. So it's just really hard. I think that it helps to have support. I have a friend at work. She's our assistant principal. She's going through the surgery too. She went through it before I did. Her surgery was scheduled on the 15th of December, and mine was scheduled on the 27th of December. So she's kind of gone through it about a week and a half ahead of me, and we've been talking and kind of comparing notes, and it's good. I just really have to keep in mind to not be competitive, not to want to be doing as much or eating what she is or losing as much as she is. So that is definitely something I need to keep an eye on. But I guess, I want to keep it short. I do want to talk about some other things in the future, like weight and weight loss so far, and what my diet's been like since surgery, and what surgery was like, and lots of other things that I just cannot cram into this first video. So if you have any questions or comments, I really hope that you share them, and I look forward to sharing another video very soon.